Morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's everyone doing today? Welcome back. Welcome back to another stream. October 6th. Pull up the economic calendar here. All right. Changed your life after joining the Discord. That's awesome to hear, man. Later, dude. I'm happy you're getting value out of it. Yeah, I mean, I love it too. I got to be honest. I love the community. I love, the people that are in it. I love waking up to it. So it's a lot of fun, and just a lot of head down people ready to, make changes, learn. So that's the biggest thing I like. Just very focused, and yeah, I'm happy to hear that. Well done for, coming into it and really learning from it. That doesn't, not everyone is that way. You get people that come in, they don't pay attention, they just, expect to be spoon-fed, and then they leave. So those type of people, you don't even need them. There's no helping those type of people, right? That's just people that want to be spoon-fed, and there's no room in the market for people that want to be spoon-fed. It's just not going to happen. So we'll let those people bypass and do their own thing, but come to it, learn from us. That's what you got to do. So, anyways, nice little message to start the morning. That makes me happy, man. Great job. Yeah, man. Yesterday's analysis was so spot on. I gotta pat myself on the back for that one. As much as I don't like to do that, yesterday was spot on. I mean, it was perfect. That 11,350 retest that we've talked about for the last 3 days. Some of the retests on Nvidia, on Apple, the gap fill on Apple, the gap fill reversal on Apple. Just some really, really clean stuff yesterday. So hopefully you guys caught some of that. There was plenty of opportunity. I caught a little Tesla downside. I caught a little Apple upside. I missed out on Nvidia, man. I had Nvidia. I got faked out. If you guys are in the chat, you heard that happen live. So it's not going to be perfect, right? It's never going to be perfect. All right. I got faked out on Nvidia. I'm sure I get faked out all the time. Still, guys, it's that's just not something that you can avoid in your trading. Getting faked out is literally going to happen all of the time. So yeah, got faked out a little on Nvidia. I own a lot of Nvidia shares, too much, honestly. And when Nvidia goes up, whether I trade it with options or not, I'm still winning, and that's what I love about shares. So nice move on Nvidia yesterday. Yeah. So let's get started today. We'll see what to look for today. We'll look for, what did the market do yesterday? What levels did it hold? What levels need to hold moving forward? Is there any type of opportunity for more upside, et cetera, et cetera? We'll look at all that. Yeah, review yesterday's stream. I really should make some clips from yesterday's stream because there was some really nice stuff in there. So let's do it. Nathan, welcome. Welcome to Priority Members. Appreciate you. Thanks for supporting the stream. All right. Today's the 6th. Economic earnings calendar. So again, guys, right? As much as we love technical analysis here in the stream, as much as we love to trade off technicals and trust the technicals, we always have to remember that there's other things on the market. There is, I sell calls against my share position, VK. There is always economic data that can throw us for a loop, right? So today is Thursday. We have jobless claims this morning at 8:30. We have some Fed presidents speaking later in the day. So we will see if there's any adjustment on the market from these macroeconomic events. Tomorrow, we have non-farm payrolls, unemployment rate, average hourly earnings, labor force participation at 8:30 as well. So as much as we love technicals, as much as we love to play off of them, we always need to be traders that are aware of major macroeconomic events. And then you can see next week, right here, guys, next week, FOMC minutes, which could be, oh shit, markets closed next Monday? Is the market closed or is it just Columbus Day holiday? Market holiday. No. Okay, it's not closed. No, market's not closed. Just no economic data, I guess. If you guys ever want to know, there's the market holidays. So next market holiday is November 24th. And then December 26th. So market's not closed. Damn. I was sort of hoping for it to be closed. Get myself a nice day off. So next week, FOMC minutes, core CPI. Yeah, next week's going to be interesting, right? Look at this. FOMC minutes on Wednesday, core CPI on Thursday. More volatility, which, you know what? I'm not mad about it. Give us the volatility. All right. So that's that. Tesla weakness. Tesla is very weak. I mean, Tesla barely saw upside off of Nasdaq's push yesterday. So crazy weakness there. Keep an eye on this. I'll show you guys the levels. Apple gap fill reversal. We'll talk about that today. The Nvidia perfect retest. I will go ahead and show you that as well. Amazon sitting at both the 20 and 100 SMA on the daily chart. So this looks like a rejection level to watch out for. Microsoft 250 level having a lot of struggle to get above this 250 level. Shopify, watching Shopify at this $30 retest level. And then we'll do I'm going to probably try to implement this whole sector analysis a little bit more into the stream. So XLF, XLE, XLV, XLE, healthcare, financials, energy, consumer staples, etc. Just sort of get a good look at some of these other sectors that will influence the market. So let's keep an eye on those. And then we'll look at the tickers that you guys want to look at. All right, let's get started. Press the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Here we go. So, hourly chart. This is what we're looking at here. So, yesterday, let's say Monday into Tuesday, we got the big push, right? We got the big push off the lows around the 10,940 level. That was a very nice push to the upside. Excuse me. Big push, all right? Push above this rejection level temporarily, right? We got above it temporarily, but we did pull back below it intraday yesterday. Now, the level that we were sort of talking about on the Nasdaq was, can we pull back and retest the previous highs? This is something that people need to understand. The market cannot go straight up. We'll look at end phase and FSLR because you saw some really bad downside on those yesterday. The market cannot go straight up. If you guys want this to actually hold, if you guys want the market to actually try to maintain itself, we can't go vertical because the more we go vertical, the more people are going to get short on this market and the quicker the downside is going to be. So we need to start building, right? Building higher lows will I don't know what the word I'm trying to get out is. it will not encourage shorts. It will not encourage bearish sentiment, because if you're starting to build higher lows, people do not want to short into those higher lows. They don't want to short into potential new demand levels. So, if we go straight up into a supply, then I would hit it with shorts myself, because if we went just vertical here, right into a heavy rejection point, then it's just going to short right into it. Can we start to build higher lows? Can the market start to maintain itself? That's really what we need to see here. Of course, I don't mind the market to go down. I don't mind it, right? I'll play it. I don't mind it. But of course, for my long term, for everything else, I would like to see the market move higher. I'm not going to be mad if the market moves higher. So if in the back of my head, I always want the market to move higher. I think we all want the market to move higher over time. That's obviously our goal with investing. Our goal with the stock market is for things to move higher over time, to gain value, to help our long terms, to help our retirements. That's what we want to happen. So of course, I would like to see the market start to build, but we'll see if that actually happens. We're very early. This is 3 days, so this could totally be just a total fake out. So, can we build some of these higher lows? This is the first one that needed to come in, and it sort of happened. But that's one higher low out of many, many more that need to happen, and it's not anywhere near what needs to happen for us to actually get a move higher. So we got that. We got the 350 retest right here, the previous rejection point. We got the 350 retest, pull back to it, held it very nicely, pushed off of it, right? Got the shorts that were the early morning shorts. This is sort of what I was talking about on the Discord yesterday. These early morning shorts, all right here, were all underwater by around 1 o'clock Eastern. So anyone that piled in shorts here, looking for that downside, when it reversed on them, short covering until they're underwater. And I think that's why you got your big push, right? This is probably a short squeeze, some buyers off demand, and a short squeeze with, the early morning shorts jumping into this market. So you got that squeeze off 11,350. Now you can see we got the upside, and this pre-market, we're giving some back. I don't mind giving back some in the pre-market. It's low volume. It's not really something that is too strong, right? Giving back some pre-market, actually, I look at it as a positive. If we were, let's say we moved another 2% to the upside in the pre-market, I think that would actually be bearish, because you would lose that pre-market move probably pretty aggressively at market open. So this pre-market pullback, I'm really not too afraid of. If we go to the hourly chart, here's where I think we need to hold today. If you really want the bullish momentum to stick, if that's really, what you want to see today, you need to hold 11,550. You need to hold 11,550. There's no questions about it. If you do not hold 11,550 today, I think you move right back down to 350, and bullish momentum will probably die off. You need to hold the previous lows here, the previous rejections here, the previous rejection right here. You need to hold that as support. And you can see this morning, you're seeing something. You're getting a little something here. So this is 11,550, right where we're trading as we speak. This, I believe, will need to hold today. If this does not hold today, I think you move right back down towards yesterday's lows. It's a must hold, in my opinion. It will be another potential higher low. It will be a previous channel high, which is right here, channel high, and previous support. If you hold that 11,550, I think there is possibility of another push. Now, the push has to get through this 11,800, 11,780, which is not going to be easy. And I'll show you why. So first of all, this is the pre-FOMC levels. So this is your FOMC downside. This is from back on 2 Wednesdays ago. We got that big downside off FOMC. Big downside. Look at the rejection. Perfect break and retest right here for downside. That was very clean. When you move back into a level like this, it is not going to be just, cruising through the Gulf of Mexico on a sunny day. It's not going to just be easy for us to just break through this level. So it's going to be pretty nasty, I think, as we approach this 780, 800. You have the 20 SMA right here on the daily chart. You have the previous lows right here, the previous rejection right here. So if we do see upside off this 550, this is not going to be a level that you're going to want to be messing around with. This could very easily reject here. So 11,780, 11,750, 11,800, all in this zone up here, I don't think is going to be very easy to break through. If we break through that, then I think things get a little bit more interesting. That's where I think things get a little bit more bullish, is if we can get above the pre-FOMC levels. If you can hold this level, then I get a little bit more confident to the upside. If you can get back above where we were before FOMC, if you can engulf all of this, if you can engulf all of this price action that happened after the FOMC was released, then I think things can get a little bit of a squeeze. But that is going to be a difficult area right there, guys. 11,780, 11,800, all in this zone up here. Don't think that's going to be very easy. So here's what to look for today. Both the bearish and bullish case. Bullish case is you have to hold 11,550. No questions asked. If you don't hold that, I don't think there's upside here. Because if you lose this level, then you're right back into yesterday's levels, and I'm sure shorts will start to come in again under that 550. That's the bullish case. If you hold it, then you probably can see another continuation move. If for the bearish case, you want to see 550, you want to see it reject, and then you'll probably get a move maybe back to that 350. That's very possible today. So that's bullish, that's bearish. Those are the two things to watch. I think it all sort of plays off this 11,550 today. That's what I would watch on the Nasdaq. All right, ES. Here's the ES. If we go to the hourly chart, we can see the ES did the exact same thing, right? Where did we get the pullback to? We pulled back right to the channel high, literally right to it. Rejection, 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 and rejection. If we zoom in to where the market held yesterday, look at where the market held. We go to the 5-minute chart. We literally tapped that 37.35. We tapped it, and just that was it. There was no more downside from that point. We pulled back aggressively into the previous rejection points. We turned it into support at previous rejections. We turned a rejection point into a support level. That's a break and retest. That's the supply into demand. That is bullish, right, in the short term. So that's the first thing that happened yesterday. That was good. That's why you saw that push. So now the next thing I want to see happen is the previous lows here. This is 37.65. Does that turn into support today? If 37.65 turns into support, which is support here, if we can regain this level, 37.65, you guys can see where is the market starting to react? Right at 37.65. Okay, so this is your level, right? 11,550 on the Nasdaq and 37.65 on the ES. These levels should base your trading for the day, right? You have to base your trading off these levels. There's no questions asked. If we lose these levels, you'll probably see a loss in momentum. Do you want to be a call buyer if we start to lose these major levels? No. If you're not paying attention to these levels and you buy calls and you're slipping under these levels, then you're probably going to lose because you're not paying attention to the overall market. These levels should be watched intraday to base your decisions base your trading decisions. So that is 37.65 on ES. That is the previous lows right here. You can see we're attempting to put in some kind of hold at the previous lows. If we maintain this hold, then I think maybe you can get a push into the 20 SMA on the daily chart, which is around 38.20. That's where we rejected. You can see we perfectly rejected the 20 SMA yesterday, right there. And then after the 20 SMA, you can see the pre-FOMC levels that I talked about on the Nasdaq. Look at this on the ES, guys. Look at this major shelf right there at 38.45. Huge level on the ES. Support. That is not going to be an easy level to break through right here at 38.45. All right, so 38.45, 37.65. If you lose 65 today, you're probably going to come back down to 35, which is where we held yesterday. If you break 37.35, you know exactly where this market's going, right? If you break 37.35 on the ES, then you know where this market's going. It's not going up. So those are the levels to watch. We need to start to hold some of these retest levels. We need to start to build higher lows if you want to see market continuation to the upside. If you start to break the higher lows, if you start to create lower lows, then you're coming right back down to where we were. Dow, pretty much the exact same thing, guys. All looks pretty much identical. The Dow is actually stronger. Dow never came back to the retest of 29,730. Right, we didn't get this retest on the Dow. We did not come back into these previous highs. The Dow held pretty strong. It pushed up into the 20 SMA, rejected it. This is the level that needs to hold, right? 30,100. It do go down. 30,100 looks to be the level that you want to see hold today. Rejections, very clear up here, guys. It looks identical to the ES, 30,650. All right. It do go down. Russell, double top. So let me just go ahead and sort of preface what's going on here. The Russell is sort of showing us the future right now. I don't, obviously it's it's not like legitimate, but it's showing us somewhat of the future right now. Where is the Russell rejecting? Where is the Russell double topping? It is double topping at the pre-FOMC levels. So if we go back to the Nasdaq, the Russell is trading at the pre-FOMC levels right now. This is where the Russell is trading on the Nasdaq. Nasdaq, it's trading around 11,800 in relation to the Nasdaq. The ES, the Russell is trading in relation to the ES around 38.45 when you relate it to time and levels in the past. And on the Dow, the Russell is trading around 30,650. If we go to the Russell, we can see it is trading at the pre-FOMC levels. It is double topping right at that level. So if the Russell rejects this pre-FOMC level, then we know that we have to watch that level as well on the other indices. So rejection or support into a rejection, and look at the double top rejection that's coming into the Russell right now, right at this previous low. So that's around 1,780. So watch out for that level on the Russell. I'll go over the SPY real quick because everyone freaks out, because everyone needs to start to understand that this is the same thing as the ES. You guys look at this. It's the same thing, right? Previous lows here into support at 374. If I go to the ES, it's the exact same thing. Previous lows into support at 3764. 374, 3764, same thing. 374, same chart. ES, SPY. ES, SPY. ES, SPY. Same thing. Okay? Those are the futures. If you want to get the analysis every single morning for absolutely free, you join the chart Discord. It's down below. It says free technicals. This is not free. This is technicals on individual stocks. This you have to pay for. It's like $5 a month, I believe. But this is free. This is the analysis on the Nasdaq ES. And if you go to the analysis on the Nasdaq ES, this was it yesterday, right? We said, was the last few days just a relief bounce off the lows? Are we able to create some type of higher low moving back to the lows? This is the key here. We need to see a pullback, create a higher low. I would like to see a pullback into 11,350, right? And then the bullish case is a pullback and hold of 11,350. This is what we were looking for yesterday, right? Previous highs, pullback into 11,350. That was the bullish case. This is, you guys can join this Discord if you want to get these futures analysis. You can see it on the live stream, so I figured I'd create a place for you guys to see it in a text format so we can review sort of the things that we've seen prior. So if you want to join that, it is down below. All right. There we go. Let's continue. ES equals SPY. That's a good shirt. Yeah. ES equals SPY. So you can see, guys, look, we're already starting to see this little pop off this level again. See? So this is the level. This is the level, right? 11,550 and 3765. This is the level. All right, let's continue. Tesla. Tesla is weak. Weak. So here's Tesla, 15-minute chart. And you guys can see previous support. And look at what's happening this morning. No one ever asked for the QQQ. Yeah, it's true, Clement. Look at the previous support and look at the rejections. All right? So that is definitely showing me a lot of weakness on Tesla. This is Tesla's move yesterday when the market was pushing through new highs and continuing, right? Look at Tesla in relation to the ES, to the Nasdaq. Look how much weaker it was yesterday. So this is where we opened and this is where we closed. The ES opened, let's just say here, and closed up here. So a very big underperformance by Tesla yesterday. Big downside early morning. I caught this perfect retest rejection at 241.50. This was fantastic. Congrats, guys. I know some of you guys caught this with me. So right here, we were watching that 241.50 rejection. That was awesome. That was a rejection of the previous lows right here. So that was really clean. Now, what are you looking for, right? You need to see whether Tesla can get back above 241.50 or does it reject once again. If Tesla cannot get above 241.50, there is no reason to be bullish here, right? You can't be bullish under 241.50. If you can get above 241.50, if you can turn it into support and the market is pushing higher, then I like there to be maybe a Tesla wake-up call. Now, I don't know, maybe Tesla wakes up sometime in the near future, but right now it is not waking up. It is in a coma right now. It's not doing anything with the market. So if there's some type of wake-up call on Tesla, if it starts to move with the market, 241.50, retest it, turn it into support, and then you got your move probably up towards here. If Tesla wants to wake up. There, like I said in the last stream, though, there is so much attacking Tesla's stock from the macro side that it's not very pleasant right now, right? You have Twitter attacking it. You have delivery numbers. You have probably Bitcoin nonsense. You have so much stuff that's attacking Tesla on the macro side, which I don't really, if you ignore it in the long term, I think you'll win, right? If you buy Tesla shares down here and take advantage of this type of macro weakness, I think you'll win in the long term. Now, that's for you to believe or not believe. That's up to you. My personal opinion is you take advantage of this type of weakness with shares so that when you're 50, 60, 70 years old, you can say, you bought Tesla at 200 and you won't even remember that Elon bought Twitter and is in the news every day about Twitter, right? That's how I approach this type of weakness on a stock like this. I take advantage of it with shares because I know this is not a long-lasting effect on Tesla. Tesla does not have any relation to Twitter. Tesla, selling cars, being a big supplier of electric vehicles, and the technology that they have has no relation to the drama going on with Elon and Twitter in the long term. Right now, stock market's reacting to it. Stock market is short-term biased, right? It's what's the next quarter, what's the next quarter, right? That's how the stock market works. I would take advantage of it with shares. That's what I'm doing. But with options, that's a little bit of a different story. Intraday trading, different story. So 241.50, watch that rejection. If we reject there, maybe you continue down to the 230, but you can clearly see the rejection level that's coming in. All right. Apple. So for me, Apple, I want to see this thing get above 146 today if I want to get more continuation. Yesterday, what we were looking for was the gap fill, and look at how perfect that gap fill was, guys, right? You had the gap on the 15-minute chart from around 144 to 143. You got the downside under 144 right into 143, filled that gap. You can look at the 5-minute chart. Look how perfect that was. Right to 143, wicked right off of it, and continued off that 143 gap fill. Very nice continuation. Little retest of 144. This is where I entered my positions. Today, I would like to see it hold above 146. 146 right here. Some of these previous highs, anywhere between 146 and maybe this 146.20. I would like to see, whoops, that's not pretty. 146. It actually looks like 146.20 is the actual level. So if I bring this up, you can see 146.20 is, I had the jobs data come in. Rejection, and some pre-market rejections right here. So for Apple, I think you want to see this thing get over 146.20 if it can, and if it can hold as support. Maybe some more upside here. Maybe watch out for this double top. But, right, if we go to the hourly chart, we can see that we are getting a little bit stuck under that. So just be aware of the 146 level here, 146.20. If you get stuck under that, you could try to maybe pull back to the 144s. Big level on Apple is up here. The ultimate test on Apple is right here at 148.50. That's the ultimate test, right? Reject or support, and then that's the ultimate. Market's getting something. Okay. So a little bit of upside. We'll see if that holds in. Jobs data, jobless claims. Let's go ahead and pull that up. Wait till that to come out. Let's see here. Jobless claims 219 versus 203. Okay, that is bullish for the market, yes. Bad news is good news right now. We'll see if that holds or not. Jobless claims up 29,000 to 219. Survey was 203. So yes, that would be considered bullish in my opinion. More jobless claims is good because that means that the job market is slowing down, which means that whatever the Fed wants to sort of base off jobless claims, but they say they want the job market to slow down. That's basically what they're saying. So anything that's showing a slowdown in jobs is going to probably have a bullish reaction to it. So yeah, a little bit of a pop there. Labor market cooling. Yes, exactly, Chef. So there's your little pop there. You can see Apple's above 146.20 now. All right, if you go to Tesla, little pop on Tesla. And we will continue to look at some charts here. So that's that. That's jobless claims. Looks like a little bit of bullishness there. Let's go Nvidia. Nvidia yesterday was the definition of my strategy, right? I was just very happy to see this yesterday. It was, it's weird that I've gotten to the point where I find joy in like stock charts, which is probably pretty sad and pretty nerdy, but that's my life. So I found a lot of joy in watching this chart yesterday. You got a big push on Nvidia. You got a pullback right to the previous rejection point, and just a fantastic break and retest. It doesn't get any prettier than that. This is like a great example of basing your short-term trades off of longer-term analysis, right? This is a 30-minute hourly chart. You say, okay, hourly chart here. Let's look for the pullback to 127. Let's see if it holds that retest. If it does, I'm bullish biased. Maybe I'll take some intraday long calls. That's just a great example of short-term or long-term analysis sort of influencing your short-term trades. Nvidia was awesome there yesterday. Trying to pull up Nvidia's chart from yesterday. So here it is. So this was Nvidia's sort of analysis from yesterday, right? So if we go here, some life on Nvidia after the squeeze. Look, this is the chart that I actually drew out. 1 second, let me pull that up. All right, so here is the chart that I just want to show this because it's a good example to see it pre and post. So here's Nvidia from yesterday, and this was the line that I drew out for the group to look for. Right, so you got the push yesterday, and you want to get that retest. Right, this is the retest that you want to be a buyer off of. You don't want to just buy it here because it went up. Where's the retest? The retest is back at 126, 127 at the previous rejection points. You get your pullback, you hold it there, you long it off that level, right? That's a break and retest. That's what we were talking about yesterday, where you can say, I would like to see a pullback on Nvidia to 126, 127. If we can see that pullback and support come in, I would look to play this long on a break and retest. Next major rejection at 134. So just really, really just, I want to use the word sexy because that's really what it was. So you can see nice retest of that 126, 127. I would watch out for 134, right? If we can get more upside today, 134 is your big test right here. If we go to the 4-hour chart, you guys can see why this 134 is so important. This is a big, big test. You have previous support. You have rejections. If Nvidia can actually break this 134 and turn it into support, guys, I hate to be like, I know a lot of people don't like to hear bullish stuff in this weak market, but that would be a short-term bullish biased move, right? There's no, when you just read technicals, that is a bullish setup. So you can see just if we can break this previous rejection point, if we can hold it as support, turn this previous rejection right here into support, that is pretty nice, right? And there will be a lot of shorts that cover above that level. So I would watch for it. 134 area, watch for that to break. If it does not, then watch for the rejections, right? You could very easily reject off that as well. So 134 is your next level on Nvidia. Could be very nice there. Amazon. Oh, geez, that was scary. Am I losing internet here? All right, 30-minute chart. Amazon. Pretty much the same thing as Nvidia, just a gorgeous, gorgeous break and retest. So here's Amazon, right? And if we just clean this chart up for 1 second, you guys can see we had previous rejections right here, channel high. Let's see if I have a pre of this. I don't think I do. So previous high, you can see right here, rejection, push to the upside, pull back, hold the retest, 118, right? Very nice, 118 retest, and just a nice move off of it. So you have the 100 SMA and the 20 SMA. These two lines right here, these are the SMAs on the daily chart. So you have the 100 SMA on the daily chart and the 20 SMA on the daily chart. That is definitely an area to watch, right? You can see the rejections that came in here yesterday. Watch out for these SMAs around 121.50 to 122. I would watch out for that. Moving forward, if you see Amazon pull back to 118 at any point, I would look to be a buyer off of it, right? If you can see any type of momentum on any pullback of 118, right? If you can see a pullback to 118, you start to see some bids coming in, you start to see this holding, this would be an interesting level to continue to long off of. Did Amazon create a new channel, a higher channel, right? Does Amazon just create a new channel between 123 and 118, right? Do we start to see this? Just a higher channel. This was the previous channel. Could this be a new higher channel? Maybe. And if it does, you need to see 118 hold. So if 118 continues to hold, then I would look to play off of it. Rejections probably come in above here around this 125. You guys can see right here, 125 is the big level. If you get a hold of this 118, if you get continuation, I would watch out for this 125. I would also watch out actually for this 122. Let me go to the 1-hour chart. 1-hour chart shows this a little bit better. So here's the previous lows on the 1 hour right here, right? So this 1-hour chart is showing some previous lows around 122, and you can see that's where we rejected. So for me today, I'm looking to see, does Amazon get over 122? If it does, can we get a continuation move over 122? Can we get a break and hold and then push into that 125? If it rejects 122, then I would look to see if it moves back to 118. All right, that's Amazon. Microsoft having a lot of trouble here at 250. I would watch out. This would be my, I would be bearish biased on Microsoft if the market's weak. That's sort of how I'm looking at this. If the market's weak, if we see market downside, Microsoft's the one I'm going at because I like the potential of this previous support to turn into a rejection. Now, that will require market weakness. I'm not going to short Microsoft if the market's going higher. I'm not that dumb. So if we have a support and a support here around 250, right? You have the support at 250. Does this reject? That happens if we start to lose some of those key Nasdaq levels. Let's say we lose 11,550. Let's say we lose 37.65. If we start losing those levels on the ES Nasdaq, we start getting that weakness come in, then I'm looking at Microsoft off the 250 rejection, right? So keeping an eye on this on Microsoft. I think there's better long plays out there, so I'm probably not going to trade Microsoft long. I like, Nvidia better, I like Apple better, I like Amazon better. So I'm probably going to look for those on the long side. If we get weakness, though, I like this on Microsoft. 250 possible rejection, whole number, previous support. If there's market weakness, this looks like a potential rejection. All right. Shopify. This looks pretty spicy to me. This might be my favorite watch today. I know it's a crappy stock right now, and I know that Shopify may not be able to get this move going, but I really like this retest that I'm starting to see. So, you got a big move above 30. That was a previous channel low, right? You can see channel low, channel low, channel low, channel low, and channel low. We know 30 is a legitimate level. Now, you got the big break above, right? If we zoom in here, you can see we got the big break above the $30 level. What are you doing right now? I think you're potentially flagging. And if you look at those 4-hour candles, look at the 4-hour candles on the downside. You can see those wicks pushing this price action higher right off 30. Not only that, you have the 20 SMA swooping under the price action and holding it as support. So I love Shopify here for a little flag breakout, right? I love Shopify here for a flag breakout. I don't care about the Shopify financials. This is just a technical trade. So I want to play this today. I would love to see it work out. This would, I think, be a really nice opportunity. If Shopify can hold 30 today, if it can break out of this little flag here, if we can start to get some momentum behind it, I would really like to play this. So that would be probably my top watch today. All right, so that's that. Let's jump into the XLE. If we go to the 4-hour chart, XLE, what a bounce, man. Crazy bounce. I'll take off some of these SMAs. Just look at this chart and look at the demand that came in again at 70, 71. So pretty wild. Big bounce on energy. I'd probably watch out for like this 83 and then this 85 area. Right up in here. I'll go over AMD and some of those solar names in a second. So watch out for 83, 85, but a big bounce on energy. So continue to watch that. Financials, another continuation move on financials, right? You have a big time demand down here around this $30 level. You are seeing some upside on financials. I would just watch out for this rejection here at 32.50, right? Have that marked out, 32.50, possible previous lows into a rejection. So you want to see that break. XLV, back above that 125 level. It's not really going anywhere, but the XLV, so you're getting that participation across all these sectors. XLP, let's see if the XLP can hold on to 68.35. That's what I would look for. Can the XLP hold on to this previous major demand level? If I go out and get more time, you will see what I'm talking about here. So you can see big time demand level here on the XLP. Support, support, support. Can it hold on to that at 68.35 area? And can it find some kind of upside? XLP. All right. Let's go. Yeah, we'll go AMD real quick. We'll go Enphase. We'll go FSLR. And then we'll get into some of the names that you guys want to look at. AMD, if you guys see the hourly chart, you can see that we are in the channel still. So what would be the trades that I would look for on AMD? I would either look for a break and retest above 69. I would look for a rejection of 69. Those are the two trades I'd look for today on AMD. I'd wait. If it's moving up, I would wait for it. I would wait to see what happens at 69. If it does start to reject, I would play that rejection. If it's going up, I would still wait for it. I don't trade it just because it's going up. If it's going up and it breaks 69 and it turns it into support, I will then play it. So 69, 69.20, all up in here. Look for that break and retest to the upside or the rejection. That's what I would look for. Enphase. I think this is probably the beginning to more downside on Enphase, to be honest, guys. If you look at this chart and you look at what it did yesterday, this is a major breakdown on Enphase. This is a flush, right? I would not get too bullish on this pullback. This looks pretty aggressive. If Enphase cannot get back over 270, I think it's going to move lower. Here's some reasons why. You have previous support here. You have previous support here. You have previous support here. If Enphase cracked that support, if it comes back into it, if it starts to reject here, then I think you continue lower. On top of that, you are sitting in no man's land. You are literally in no man's land on Enphase. You can see right here, guys, there is no volume here. If I go to the volume profile, let's go hourly chart, and let's grab the last 30 days. We need more than 30 days. Let's go 90. Okay, we'll go 90 right here. This is perfect. If we go volume profile, you are going to see, I could almost guarantee it. If not, I'll be shocked. I could almost guarantee there's a void in price action. Look at that. So where does the volume pick up again? It's back down here around 220. Where is the void in price action? It's all in here around 220 to 270. I would not be bullish on Enphase here. I would look for downside. I would look for maybe a fake pop into 270 and then the big downside into 220. I don't see this being bullish. So I would watch out for that. Now, maybe the solar sector like gets hot again and it just goes right up, which would be crazy. But on the technical side, this is a huge gap in volume profile. FSLR, it's a little bit choppier. FSLR actually sort of held up. So I'm not really, it's not the same type of analysis on that. FSLR actually did pretty well here. FSLR just sort of stuck in the range still. So nothing really going on there. All right, let's go quickly to the stocks that you guys want to look at, and then we got to get out of here. We got to head over to the chat. Let's see, anything good in here? Meta, Google, Netflix. I can't really look at FANG. I'm assuming that's like you want me to look at all of them, but we probably already did. So let's go Meta. Let's go over some of those. I like them. Meta. So Meta looks to be creating a channel, in my opinion. If we go to the hourly chart, Meta is just creating this channel after a downtrend, right? So you are starting, I actually have an alert here. So you can see channel low 135, channel high 142. You guys should start to sort of catch on to what I'm going to say. If you come to this live stream, you should start to catch on to what I'm going to say. You already know what I'm going to say here. Break and retest of the channel high. Okay? Google, really nice break and retest of the channel high, right? $100 levels holding on. You need to see 100 hold on. Next level to watch out for is right here at these highs. It's right around this 102.50. If it can break that, then you're looking at 104.50. Netflix holding this sort of low here, this 234. It needs to maintain that low for more upside, 234. FANG, maybe that's Diamondback Energy. All right, so maybe that's not FANG that I'm thinking of. Yeah, just triple top. Watch 141 on that. You need to see a hold above that level. MRO, Marathon Oil. Yeah, I mean, if energy continues, it looks like it's going to just watch energy sector. As long as the energy sector continues, I like that. And then Wingstop, huh? All right. Wingstop. Yeah, I don't know. Wingstop. Let's see what's going on here. It's not really holding any kind of, I don't know, guys. I'm not a Wingstop expert here. I don't really like this chart. I'm not sure why we're even trading Wingstop. If you're watching Wingstop, I would just recommend to stop trading options on it and just buy shares of it if that's what you believe in, because this is definitely not a liquid stock to be trading options on. All right, that's what I got for you. We got 300 likes. That's pretty sad. If you guys could press that like button for me. If you could support the stream, if you guys enjoy coming here on a daily basis, which I'm assuming, about 1,300 of you do, if you guys could help support the stream by watching it, press the like button, that would be very appreciated. That helps out the channel tremendously. Helps me continue to grow the stream, continue to grow the channel. So thank you for doing that. Subscribe to the channel if you want to stay tuned for the daily streams. I'm here every day starting at 8 a.m. You want to join the Discord chat where I trade live every day. That's down below. And, oh yeah, I forgot. If you check the description below, there's new discounts from MSI. So MSI has been a long-term partner of the stream. and they have provided some new discounts for you guys, which we're also adding some stuff to the giveaway. That's why it's taking so long. So sorry, guys, but we're working with them to give some nice stuff away. So MSI down below, you guys can see there's some new discounts. Check them out. 10% off if you need a new keyboard, need a new mouse, need anything like that. There's 3 products below. You get 10% off. Use the code that it says. Thank you, MSI, for always supporting the stream. And I have their mouse. I have their keyboard. I have their computer. I have everything. So good stuff. All right, guys. Have a great day. All right, Chef. Then, yeah, shares it is. I like that, Chef. No options. If you like the shares, then so be it. All right. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.